the lights go green, it's characteristic sliding to the left of the cars on this cambered grid, but it is Sean McCadden making a good start, and already Johnny Welch coming through, and John Welch and Trevor Hopkins going up there around the outside of Mark Lloyd. Mark, I think, with the inside for the corner. Yes, Mark Lloyd just getting that lead. Hopkins going round the outside of him, and Hopkins taking the lead. John Welch into third place, McCadden fourth. Down, tumble downhill into the S's, and it is still Trevor Hopkins then in the lead from Mark Lloyd. John Welch, Sean McCadden, then comes Dave Pritchard, Warwick Barnes, John Cross, Nick Martin. But as they go up into Druids for the first time already, Hoppy, and look at Welch coming through, as Dave Ward we saw in trouble there. Welch nearly taking second place from Mark Lloyd. Couldn't quite do it at that point. He will wait his turn, but the circuit a little bit more slippery than it was for our first race, and that's going to suit these four-wheel drive cars all the more. And it's Hopkins in the Turbo Escort leading the similar version now of John Welch as John powers his way past Mark Lloyd. So as we expected, the two four-wheel drive turbocharged Ford Escorts go 1-2 as Hoppy comes over Hoppy's drop and down onto the tarmac. There we see John Welch in the X-Track in second place with this unique British designed four-wheel drive system, which has been taken up by General Motors for their new four-wheel drive rally cars to be used internationally. And John it is coming down into second place, but still Trevor. The car which was plagued with a few problems in its early development stages, but now seems to be very, very reliable. And Trevor still holding off John Welch as those two top quality drivers battle it out over the bumps and the twists and the turns of the Brands Hatch circuit. Still going down into the S's, it is Trevor Hopkins from John Welch, and they've got about a lap and a half to go now as they accelerate up the Harewood Hill section, and this is where the lead could change once again as John Welch comes up again on the outside, but again it's Trevor with the inside. Will Trevor drift wide, let John through? Trevor does drift wide, but that only places him in a better position for the approach into Langley's Gap, where he reinstates his domination of the race at this present moment in time. But could you call it domination when you've got John Welch breathing down your exhaust pipe? And John Welch drops back a couple of cars lengths there as I speak over the bumps, but over Hoppy's drop. This classic duel rages still between these two British drivers with their new four-wheel drive mounts, and it's Hopkins from Welch, and they are drifting those cars. Who says that four-wheel drive is not spectacular to watch? You couldn't get anything much more spectacular than this, as again there we see third place man. It's 278 Mark Lloyd leading the two-wheel drive brigade with Sean McCadden coming in to have a look. Remember, that would put Sean into our grand final, but all eyes around the Brands Hatch circuit as the crowd watch, entranced by this ginormous battle between Trevor Hopkins and John Welch, and Trevor very much with the upper hand at the moment as they come into the S's for the last time. About a third of a lap to go, and it's Trevor Hopkins from John Welch. And who is it going to be? It's still Trevor Hopkins. John snaking around a bit on the slippery descent of Harewood Hill, but it's still number one, Trevor Hopkins from number 7, Johnny Welch. And John again trying to get the inside line, but again Trevor closes the door as they go into Langley's Gap, and John Welch surely coming through on the inside and doing it, and a tremendous finish, and it's number 7, John Welch, taking it from the reigning British champion at the end of 3.5 very grueling laps. Our winner, number 7, Johnny Welch.